Look at him, boasting about his dreams again.
We must put a stop to this. He shames us all.
What if the people closest to you were the ones who betrayed you? What if your dreams from God became the very reason you were rejected? And what if the pit you were thrown into was actually the path to your destiny? Today, we journey into one of the most powerful stories in the Bible, the story of Joseph, a man betrayed by his brothers, sold as a slave, imprisoned for doing the right thing, yet raised by God to save nations. This is not just a story. This is a lesson about purpose, patience, and divine timing. Stay with me. Joseph was the son of Jacob, and the Bible tells us something important. Now Israel loved Joseph more than all his children, because he was the son of his old age. Genesis 37 verse 3, KJV. Jacob showed this love openly by giving Joseph a coat of many colors, a symbol of favor. But Joseph didn't just have favor, he had dreams. And Joseph dreamed a dream, and he told it his brethren, and they hated him yet the more. Genesis 37 verse 5, KJV. Joseph dreamed that his brothers' sheaves bowed to his sheaf. Then he dreamed the sun, moon, and stars bowed before him. These dreams were prophetic, but they also made his brothers furious. One day, Jacob sent Joseph to check on his brothers in the fields. But when they saw him coming, they said one to another, "Behold, this dreamer cometh." Genesis 37 verse 19, KJV. Their jealousy turned into hatred. They stripped Joseph of his coat. They threw him into a pit, and eventually, they sold Joseph to the Ishmaelites for 20 pieces of silver. Genesis 37 verse 28, KJV. Joseph was sold like property, betrayed by his own blood. The pit was dark. The silence was loud. The dream seemed dead, but God was still working. Joseph was taken to Egypt and sold to Potiphar, an officer of Pharaoh. And the Bible makes this powerful statement, "And the Lord was with Joseph, and he was a prosperous man." Genesis 39 verse 2, KJV. Even as a slave, God's presence made Joseph excel. Potiphar noticed and placed everything under Joseph's care. But then temptation came. Potiphar's wife tried to seduce Joseph, and Joseph refused. How then can I do this great wickedness and sin against God? Genesis 39 verse 9, KJV. False accusation followed, and Joseph was thrown into prison. Joseph was innocent, yet imprisoned. But again the Bible says, "But the Lord was with Joseph, and shewed him mercy." Genesis 39 verse 21, KJV. Even in prison, Joseph was promoted. There he met Pharaoh's cupbearer and baker, and God gave Joseph the ability to interpret dreams. Joseph helped them, but when the cupbearer was released, he forgot Joseph. 2 more years passed. 2 years of silence. 2 years of waiting. Pharaoh had disturbing dreams no one could interpret. That's when the cupbearer remembered Joseph. Joseph was brought before Pharaoh, and Joseph said something powerful. "It is not in me. God shall give Pharaoh an answer of peace." Genesis 41 verse 16, KJV. Joseph interpreted the dreams. 7 years of abundance followed by 7 years of famine. Pharaoh was amazed. Can we find such a one as this is, a man in whom the Spirit of God is? Genesis 41 verse 38, KJV. Joseph was made second in command over Egypt, from pit to prison to palace. Years later, Joseph's brothers came to Egypt for food. They bowed before him just like the dream. Joseph could have taken revenge, but instead he chose forgiveness. "Ye thought evil against me, but God meant it unto good." Genesis 50 verse 20, KJV. Joseph understood something deep. The betrayal was part of the plan. The pain had a purpose. If you are in a pit today, if you are waiting in silence, if your dream feels delayed, remember Joseph. God is not late. God is not silent. God is not finished. If the story blessed you, like the video, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs hope today.